and welcome back. Today I'm going to address one single question. Why is it that when we tune our harp in the key of C, we put levers E, A, and B up and leave the rest of them down? So when we're tuning the harp in the key of C, why don't we just leave all the levers down? Or put all the levers up? Why do we leave these specific levers up and then tune the harp in the key of C? So I'm going to go through this and answer this question for you. Let's take your harp, and right now I have the levers E, A, and B all the way across, up, and the rest of them down. First, let's kind of do the opposite. Let's work backwards. Let's pretend like you have all the levers down and you've tuned the harp in the key of C. So now we have all of our levers down and you've tuned the harp in the key of C. You think you're good to go. Awesome. Here we go. We're playing in the key of C. Everything's in tune, but now you get a piece that is in the key of F. The key of F has one flat, B flat. Now you can't make B flat because you've already tuned it to B natural. The only thing you could do is raise it and make it B sharp. So you can't lower that B to play in the key of F. You're going to have to retune all of those Bs so that you can play in the key of F. Now you want to play in the key of B flat. So now in the key of B flat major, we have two flats. We have E flat and B flat. Now the E's and B's are already down, the levers are already down, you've already tuned those to natural, so they only have one direction to go, which is up, and that makes it sharp. So if you want to make E and B flat, you're going to have to retune all of those E's and all of those B's flat. So let's go back to how we had it. E, A, and B levers up in the key of C major. Having these levers up is going to facilitate playing in more keys than if you had left all the levers down and tuned in the key of C. And what I mean by that is, right now, when you're talking about keys and the pieces that you're going to be playing in front of you, the majority of these beginner pieces are going to be in the keys that have fewer sharps and fewer flats. So you're not going to find a beginner piece that has 7 flats or 7 sharps. You're going to find beginner pieces that have 1 sharp, 2 sharps, 3 sharps, or 1 flat, 2 flat, 3 flats. So having 3 levers up and 4 levers down allows you to play in the majority of the beginner keys of these beginner pieces. And there's not necessarily a beginner key or a more advanced key. It's just to say that a lot of the beginner music will probably be set in the keys that have fewer sharps or fewer flats. So we have E, A, and B levers up. We're in the key of C. Now we want to go to the key of F. Make B flat. Now we're in the key of F, just like that, the touch of a lever. Now we want to go to the key of B flat. Now we make E flat. Now we're in the key of B flat, just like that, with a few levers. Now let's go back and say we want to play in the key of, let's go up a few sharps. So we start in C, going up the circle of fifths, we go to G, which has 1 sharp. We can play in that because all it takes is the flip of a lever. Now let's go up to the key of D, which has 2 sharps, F sharp and C sharp. Now we can play in the key of D major because all we had to do was flip up a couple levers. We can keep going with the sharps. When you tune the harp in the key of C with E, A, and B levers up, you can play in the key of C, D, G, and A and E. Those are the sharp keys, not including key of C. Those are the sharp keys. Now in terms of the flat keys, you can play in the key of F, B flat, and E flat. So you can play in 3 keys with flats and 4 keys with sharps, including C major as no sharps and no flats. So that's why we put the E, A, and B levers up and the rest of the levers down. So we can play with the keys that have fewer sharps and fewer flats, which are going to be probably the majority of the beginner harp pieces that you have on your music stand. I hope that answers your question. If you have any other questions, please feel free to message me, post, let me know what's going on. I'm here to help you. This is why I do what I do. I love teaching, I love helping, I love teaching you how to play so that you can sit down at the harp, do what you need to do, and have that moment of joy behind the harp. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you next time.